meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Snow is flying right now. Here's a live view from Tamarack Resort. Skiers, have you had a chance to hit the slopes over the break? Well, we've got fresh snow coming in tonight. Not a huge storm from mountain standards, but we are getting snow in the valley as well. And that, of course, is creating some issues. So light snow is now falling in the west central mountains. Roadways are real difficult right now. Here's I-84 over the Blues. I had a report on Facebook, somebody saying it's snowing like crazy right now in LeGrand. And here's some snow-covered roads here. This is near Meacham. The interstate is open, as you can see, so no closures over the Blues, but Cabbage Hill is still showing more snow on the roadways here. So be careful if you have to travel in any direction tonight. Hopefully you can hunker down and just let this thing go by because we're dealing with snow in the Blues. Now it's over the Treasure Valley and points to the east. This is Midvale Hill, Highway 95. About 30 minutes ago, you really didn't see much of anything, but now we're completely snow covered here on Highway 95. This is just north of the Weiser area, and so it's covering the roadways, and so travel, of course, heading into the higher elevation is becoming more and more difficult. This is Smith's Ferry on Highway 55. Snow across the roadway with just a couple of paths here where it's wearing that out, but the snow is going to pick up here, and so very difficult travel heading into or out of the west central mountains. The Brundage Mountain Snow Stake, and there it is. Just over the past hour, we've had an inch of snow, a quick inch, and so with more snow coming, 2 or 3 would be good, maybe 4, but I'm thinking around 3 because the moisture source will eventually just run on out as the back edge of this moisture is pushing on through here. So the snow is not really coming down that heavy in Ada County. As it gets closer to the Doppler radar site near Boise, the radar is a little bit more accurate because it's looking down low. When it goes out further, the earth curves below it. It's looking up into the sky and seeing heavier snow, but as that leading edge gets in closer, we get a better view of the realistic picture of what's going on, where there's more snow falling to the west. I had reports on Facebook of snow starting in Emmett. There's snow in Caldwell, Nampa as well. Probably getting some snow flurries in the Meridian area, maybe in Boise. I did see snow just starting to show up in the Bogus Basin snow stake as well, and probably snowing in Horseshoe Bend. So the snow will increase tonight, a coating to a ½ inch. We've got some melting on the roadways. Then the temperatures are going to drop behind this, so black ice could be an issue. And there's more snow falling. It's not showing up here, but there is some snow falling up in the Blues a little further to the north and west here, as our major part of our storm system is still up here. This will dive down to the south. This little bit of energy south of the low pressure will slide in. Some of it will go by to the south of us, and because of that, we have winter weather advisories up in Idaho County, and also for the Owyhee Mountains down from Jackpot down to northern Nevada and Utah. Specific details of this winter weather advisory, you'll see here 2 to 4 inches of snow. The advisory from 11 o'clock tonight. Might even have to start that a little bit earlier, but they're saying 11 o'clock tonight through 5 o'clock Thursday, 2 to 4 inches with 6 inches in the mountains, while in the Burley area, we could be seeing 1 to 2 inches of snow on the interstate. So some difficult travel likely heading to the east or to the south or to the west or to the north. In other words, travel tonight, difficult conditions, and into tomorrow, east of the Treasure Valley is the most difficult conditions are likely. Now this computer chart still shows at 11 o'clock a burst of snow here. Now they've been running a little behind, so it may be over with by 11 o'clock, but maybe not. If it hangs on, this is when we'll get most of our accumulation. And again, less than an inch in the valley, probably a ½ inch to a coating in some locations, but I'm going to keep an eye on this through the evening and keep you updated. Either way, we'll have icy conditions with a coating of snow on top of that. Treated roadways are probably going to be fine, but while it's snowing, it could be more difficult. The foothills will likely get 1 to maybe 2 inches of snow. In Bogus Basin, we'll get 2, maybe 3 inches. This is what I'm concerned about. 2:25 in the morning still shows a chance for some snow showers to come into the Boise area. This is after the temperatures will plummet below freezing, and so any light snow shower after midnight tonight would create a glaze of ice over the interstate because of the temperatures dropping more significantly than they are now. So keep in mind, if you have to travel late at night, that's when we could have some issues. So hopefully things are cleared up for the morning commute, but even with this coating of snow, less than an inch in the Treasure Valley, I think we could have a slick commute tomorrow morning, something to plan on. We don't see huge amounts in the mountains, but this deeper blue here is 1 to 3 inches, and there are patches of that around, even down towards the Owyhees and in the Magic Valley. If you're heading to the east, we see it here, especially east of Twin Falls, snow-covered roads, and heading down to Utah overnight tonight, especially tomorrow morning, traveling will be hazardous. So my exclusive true view of tomorrow's weather today, we won't have snow flying during the day, but a coating to a ½ inch of snow tonight, then a gusty wind developing during the day tomorrow, blustery and cold conditions. We'll have that sunshine, but before the sun comes up tomorrow, watch out for black ice or a crust of snow on top of the ice. in the morning hours. If you've got your car outside, it's going to be a heavy scraping of ice and snow off the windshield. In the mountains, you see 1 inch to maybe 2. The Stanley Sun Valley area, 1 to 3 inches of snow with 3 to 6 inches in the mountains. Those higher elevations, but not that much in the west central mountains. So the snow tonight, then a break, and cold temperatures coming in the mornings will drop into the teens Friday morning. A chance for a little bit more snow on Sunday morning as well. So we just got to, driving tonight's difficult and people are on break, so just be careful heading up into the mountains.
De-icer on the interstate would be good, probably.
Yeah, and hopefully they're doing that.
All right, thanks, Scott. Okay. Well, seeing your kids